The Stonecutter. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Mythos. Today's story is one that's simple yet deeply meaningful, a story that teaches us about contentment, self-worth, and the illusion of wanting to be someone else. This is The Stonecutter, a timeless story about discovering the power of being yourself. Once upon a time, there was a humble stonecutter who worked every day in the mountains. From sunrise to sunset, he cut and shaped large stones for buildings and temples. It was hard work, and though he was strong and skilled, he was never truly satisfied. He often looked at others and thought, if only I were them, I would be happier. One day, while working under the hot sun, he saw a rich merchant passing by. The merchant wore fine clothes and was carried by servants in a grand chair. The stonecutter sighed and said, "How powerful that merchant must be. I wish I could be him." And suddenly, something magical happened. A voice from the heavens said, "Your wish is granted." In an instant, the stonecutter became the rich merchant. Now, he had servants, wealth, and everything he ever wanted. People bowed to him and treated him with respect. But soon, he noticed that everyone feared the sun. It made them hide indoors and spoiled their goods. He looked up and thought, "The sun is more powerful than me. I wish I could be the sun." Again, the voice from above said, "Your wish is granted." The stonecutter became the blazing sun, shining brightly over the world. He laughed as he sent his powerful rays across the land, drying rivers and burning fields. He felt unstoppable, until a cloud passed in front of him and blocked his light. He grew frustrated. "That cloud is stronger than I am. I wish I could be the cloud." And so, his wish was granted. Now he floated in the sky, pouring rain upon the earth, flooding fields, and feeling powerful once again. But one day, he realized there was something he could not move, the mountain. No matter how hard he rained, the mountain stood firm and unmoved. He thought, "The mountain is mightier than I am. I wish I could be the mountain." And so, the voice said, "Your wish is granted." Now the stonecutter was the great mountain, tall, strong, and immovable. He stood proudly, feeling eternal and powerful. But then, one day, he felt a sharp pain deep inside. A small sound echoed, tap, tap, tap. He looked down and saw a man with a hammer and chisel, a stonecutter, cutting pieces from his side. Despite being the mighty mountain, he could do nothing to stop him. He realized, with shock and humility, that the stonecutter was more powerful than the mountain itself. He cried out, "Oh, I wish I were a stonecutter again." And once more, the voice said, "Your wish is granted." He was back to being himself, standing in the mountain, holding his hammer and chisel. But this time, his heart was different. He smiled as he worked, no longer comparing himself to others. He finally understood that every person has their own strength, their own purpose, and their own place in the world. The stonecutter was content at last. This story reminds us that it's easy to look at others and think they have more success, more happiness, more freedom. But what we often forget is that every person's life comes with challenges we can't see. And when we spend our time wishing to be someone else, we lose sight of our own power. True peace doesn't come from becoming more. It comes from appreciating who you already are. The Stonecutter's journey teaches us that greatness isn't found in wealth or power, it's found in self-acceptance. Because when you stop comparing and start appreciating, that's when you truly shine. Thank you for watching The Stonecutter. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Miss Mythos for more motivational and meaningful stories. And remember, happiness doesn't come from being someone else. It comes from being the best version of yourself.